Hello students, welcome you all to the third semester. Like after the promotion from second semester to third semester, like today, as you are all in third semester, today let us discuss what is all the syllabus in 18 Math 31. 18 Math 31 is the subject code that has been given for the subject Transform Calculus, Fourier Series and Numerical Techniques. The subject name is Transform Calculus, Fourier Series and Numerical Techniques. So in this subject, so first let us discuss module 1, which is Laplace transforms. So before getting into the detailed study of Laplace transform, let us see the introduction part. So what is that introduction will have? Basically, introduction will have the basic definition, the standard forms according to the syllabus, the standard form and other things. So let us see what is the definition of a Laplace transform. So first of all, Laplace transform is a tool which converts a function f of t from time domain to a frequency domain, and inverse Laplace transform is vice versa. So from frequency domain to the time domain, the conversion is an inverse Laplace transform. So here in this module especially, you are going to learn about both Laplace as well as inverse Laplace. So to as well as fro, vice versa we mean to say. So let us see what is Laplace transform is. So Laplace transform is a type of an integral transform. So this integral transform, once I say integral transform, your definition must have an integration. And so on what it has been defined? It has been defined on a function f of t. So f of t is a real valued function. So what do you mean by real valued function? So the value of a t which takes the t which takes all the real values, that is what the meaning. So any function which takes those values is called as a real valued function. So here let us consider that real valued function f of t. So if this f of t is a real valued function and it has been defined for all positive values of t, so t must be greater than or equal to 0, and then the Laplace transform of f of t is denoted and defined as L of f of t, which is equal to L of f of t is nothing but Laplace transform of a function f of t, and it has been defined as integral over t, whereas from 0 to infinity. So I told you while defining the real valued function, where the t value accepts all values positive and 0. So anything greater than 0, so it can go up to infinity. Therefore integration has been taken the limit from 0 to infinity, and e to the power of minus st f of t into dt. So this is what is the definition of a Laplace transform, and one condition here that we need to remember is this. We can find the Laplace transform by using this definition with the condition that the integration must exist. The integration of a function e to the power of minus st into f of ft must exist. So and only then we say it as a definition. So this is going to be hold good only in that case. So now let us see Laplace transforms of some standard functions. So here the proof of these standard functions are not in your syllabus. So let us just try to remember them as like formulas. So let us list, I have some list of Laplace transform of some functions. So here first one, Laplace transform of a. So a here is any constant. A is any constant. So Laplace transform of a constant is a by s. So where s is a parameter here. As I said, the Laplace transfer function from time domain to the frequency domain. So Laplace transform of a constant is a by s. So in place of a, if you have 2, for example, if you have 2, so Laplace transform of 2 is 2 by s. Similarly, let us look at the second one, Laplace transform of an exponential function. Exponential function, the standard form has been taken as e to the power of at. So Laplace transform of at is 1 divided by s minus a, provided s must be greater than a. It means that the s minus a cannot be equal to 0. The denominator should not be equal to 0. Similarly, Laplace transform of exponential to the negative power, that is e to the power of minus at. So where a is a constant, and that is 1 divided by s plus a, where s should be greater than a. And the fourth one is Laplace transform of cos hyperbolic at hyperbolic function, that is s divided by s square minus a square, where s must be greater than a again, and Laplace transform of a cos at. So try to remember the difference between the hyperbolic function and the just a trigonometric function, Laplace transform of those functions too. So that Laplace transform of a cos at is s divided by s square plus a square, again s is greater than a here. So these are all some few things that you have to remember, like basic definition. Without these tables, like without these formulas, will not be able to do anything in case of Laplace transform. So there are some more like that. So look at this, continuing in the same way. We have seen Laplace transform of cos hyperbolic and cos at. Similarly, let us see sin hyperbolic at and sin at. So Laplace transform of sin hyperbolic at is a divided by s square minus a square, provided s must be greater than a, and Laplace transform of sin at is a divided by s square plus a square, where s is greater than a. And eighth one is Laplace transform of t to the power of n, any function whose power is n, and that is gamma of n plus 1 divided by r to the power of n plus n. So you need to, while using this formula, we must also have a knowledge of gamma function that you have studied in your previous semester, and those definition of a gamma function, some of the properties of a gamma functions will be using effectively while working out the problem in case of Laplace transform. And the ninth one, Laplace transform of t to the power of n. There are two cases here. If n is a fraction, we are going to use the eighth one. If n is a positive integer, that is a whole number, positive integer, then we will be using the ninth formula, which is n factorial divided by s to the power of n plus 1. Let us recall, let us try to analyze, let us try to get some formulas with respect to Laplace transform, with respect to the properties of Laplace transform. So first one, if as I said, definition of a Laplace transform, L of f of t, which can also be written as f of s, capital letter F of s. So that we are going to take it here, because once you apply for a function of f of t, if you apply a Laplace transform, your answer will have only s and constants, there will not be any t. So we can write that as function of s. The conclusion, Laplace transform of any function can be written as f of s. So here Laplace transform of f of t is f of s, and if that is the case, then Laplace transform of e to the power of at into f of t is f of s minus a. It means that you have a function f of t and you have found a Laplace transform of that. The resulting answer will have only s along with some expression in terms of s and along with some constants. So when you want to find if a function f of t given, if it is multiplied by e to the power of at, any exponential term, then straight away in the Laplace transform of a function, you can just replace s by s minus a. So that gives you, in one step you will get the answer for it. And second one is Laplace transform of f of t. If it is f of s, then Laplace transform of e power minus st into f of t is f of s plus a. So look at the third one, Laplace transform of f of t is f of s, then Laplace transform of t power n into f of t is minus 1 to the power of n d n, dn by ds power n. That means that nth derivative of f of s with respect to s, that is. So t to the power, when a function f of t is multiplied with the t to the power of n, straight away we will not be able to find that. So we need to find L of f of t first, and then look at the power of t is being given in the problem. If n is 2, then in your formula, that is minus 1 to the power of 2 d2 by ds to the power of 2 of f of s. So what is our f of s? F of s is Laplace transform of f of t. Whatever the answer you got for L of f of t, the same expression must be differentiated with respect to s. How many times it must be differentiated? What is the power is been given for t? That many number of times you need to differentiate your f of s. And fourth one is L of f of t is f of s, then L of f of t by t. If your function given as f of t, if it is in the form of f of t by t, then you need to apply the integral form like integral s to infinity f of s into ds. So these are the main properties that we will be using. Along with that, some of the properties like linear property, change of scale properties also will be using while working out the problems. So linear property, look at that. If Laplace transform of sum of two functions or difference of two functions to be found, along with some constant multiplied to the functions, that is L of a into f of t plus b into g of t is equal to a Laplace transform of f of t plus b L of g of t. The sum of two functions is going to be Laplace transform of two individual functions. So change of scale property is like if L of f of t is f of s, then L of f of at is 1 by a into f of s by a. So those are all the things which we need to remember, and we have to apply those things while working out the problems. So let us see few examples how exactly we are going to use those standard forms, definitions and the properties. So look at the first problem. It has been asked us to find Laplace transform of t cube plus 4t square minus 3t plus 5. So it is addition of t cube function L of you need to find. There are sum of 4 terms. So one is t to the power of 3 and another one is 4t square, another one is minus 3t and the other one is constant. So L of, just now we have seen the linear property, use that and split all the function. L of the whole function can be splitted up into L of individual functions. So that is L of t cube plus 4 L of t square minus 3 L of t plus L of 5. So we try to recall your Laplace transform of t to the power of n, and here there are two cases, when n is a fraction and when n is a positive number. So you need to use the ninth formula, that is L of t when n is a positive number. So the formula was n factorial divided by s to the power of n plus 1. So here n is equal to 3. The power of t is 3. For the first function, power of t is 3. That is 3 factorial by s to the power of 3 plus 1. Plus 4 is a constant, keep it as it is. Laplace transform of t square you need to find. When we compare this with L of t power n, n is equal to 2 here. The formula is Laplace transform of t power n is equal to n factorial divided by s to the power of n plus 1. Just replace n is equal to 2 in that formula. So you get 2 factorial by s to the power of n 2 plus 1 minus Laplace transform of t. The power of t here is 1. So in the same formula I am going to replace n is equal to 1. So you get 3 into 1 factorial by s to the power of 1 plus 1. And the last term, Laplace transform of 5. That is 5 is a constant here. Try to recall Laplace transform of constant. So Laplace transform of a was a by s. So here Laplace transform of 5 was 5 divided by s. Now let us simplify. What is here 3 factorial is? That is 3 into 2, which is 6. And 2 factorial is 2, and into 4, which is 8. So answer is 6 by s power 4 plus 8 by s cube minus 3 by s square plus 5 by s. Let us move on to the next example. Laplace transform of e to the power of minus 5t plus 5 e to the power of 2t. So 5 into e to the power of minus 2t. So again it is addition of two functions. We can split them into two individual functions. Laplace transform of e to the power of 5t plus 5 into Laplace transform of e power minus 2t. So now try to recall Laplace transform of e to the power of minus at. That is 1 divided by s minus a. That is 1 divided by s plus a for e to the power of minus at. So the value of a here is minus 5. So you get it as 1 divided by s plus 5. And for the second term 5 e to the power of minus 2t, again the same formula, and a value here is equal to 2. So substitute that 5 divided by s plus 2. So now we need to further simplify this. You can take a LCM, and once you take a LCM, s power 5 s plus 5 into s plus 2, and numerator is s plus 2 plus 5 into 5s plus, and on simplifying we get 6s plus 2 27 divided by s square plus 7s plus 10. So let us take another example. Laplace transform of cos hyperbolic 4t, cos hyperbolic square 4t, that is. So first let us expand what is cos hyperbolic function, and then you can take a square to that. So it gives cos hyperbolic square of function. So what is cos hyperbolic function in terms of an exponential is? So actually the cos hyperbolic at is e to the power of at plus e to the power of minus at divided by 2. So in place of a we have got 4. So on expanding cos hyperbolic function in terms of an exponential, we get e to the power of 4t plus e to the power of minus 4t divided by 2. And since we have a square in the given problem, put the square for the given function. So expand the numerator and denominator. Numerator can be expanded as a plus b whole square and denominator 2 square is 4. So on expanding we get 1 divided by 4 into 1 divided by L into e to the power of 80 plus L e to the power of minus 80 plus L of 2. So on applying